Top of the morning, everyone. It is June 1st. Touchstones reading from A Child of God and a Recovering Alcoholic Addict. Let's have a moment of silence for those still out there in pain and suffering, please. Thank you. In music, in the sea, in a flower, in a leaf, in an act of kindness, I see what people call God in all these things. That's from Pablo Casals. The third step refers to God as we understood Him. The pathways to meeting our higher power and to our spiritual awakening are all around. Every tree and every leaf on every tree has its rustles in the wind, expressing God in our lives. When the little bird flies overhead or when it comes to visit the feeder, we are being visited by a spirit. When the sky boils with a storm, when lightning and thunder crash, we are witnessing to a power greater than ourselves, a power that predates human history. The beautiful works of art created by our fellow human travelers on this journey through life are expressions of their courage to reach out and create something. A line of music moves us, and we feel the spirit. A child makes a drawing and gives it away. A neighbor helps you start your car. You treat the checkout cashier like a real person. Whatever word we use for God, if we decide to be open and receptive, we find God in the little details of our lives. Spiritual awakening is a wonderful daily occurrence. God, open my senses to take in your presence more fully. I love this reading. I love them all, but when it talks about being a better person and just a little thing that you can do to make somebody else's day better, it touches my heart. So, talking about the cashier, don't try not to be rude to them. Everybody has to work and they got to start somewhere. So to the smallest job, to the biggest CEOs or president, be nice. That's all it is. It's not that hard. You don't know what people are going through during their daily lives. They may have just had a crisis, so I absolutely love this. And then what it talks about, open my senses to take in your presence more fully. My senses were always shut when I was drinking and drugging. I knew God was there, and I just wasn't following Him. But ever since I've been in recovery, my senses are like spidey senses. And I try to see the moments where there's a dragonfly or a spirit is here or something happens and I can sense a spirit, having that spiritual awakening or I love just being more aware of any spirit, especially if it's God's spirit, and enjoying it. I mean, life's too short. Why are we? I know I drank and drugged for 40 years, but I was miserable a lot of them. But now that I'm on the other side of it, why not enjoy it? Life is not that really hard if you lay everything at Jesus Christ's feet. You know, that's all you have to do, and I'm glad, I'm blessed that I learned this, and I'm going to keep doing it because that's what makes me happy, joyous, and free. Of course, I got to go to my meetings too, but I love going to meetings. You know, hearing people share. You know, because it keeps me alive for today. So, yeah, man, enjoy the day. Be nice to someone. I love you very much. Stay safe out there. Peace.